What's up, guys? It's Mitchell or Deity, and today is some good news. Smilegate, if you guys aren't keeping up with it, they were announcing a patch for Awaken Potential, and it had an imprint system similar to Genshin and Star Rail, where your characters got super overpowered if you had imprints, which is really bad for the overall just aspect of this game, longevity of this game. People who don't pull for duplicate characters aren't going to have the same characters that other people have. That's one of the nice things. Z7 is it's pretty free to play friendly in terms of getting into PvP because your characters do the same thing. They just get a little extra stat if you have imprints, which isn't a game decider. Having imprints decides like 2 out of 100 games, if that. So most of the time, imprints don't matter. They just help out a little bit. It's not the biggest deal, especially not for super high level RTA players. So with this, it is canceled. But we are getting, because of this, as an apology, they're giving us all a free 5-star selector ticket. They don't give these very often. It's when they screw up, they'll give these away. They've done a couple in the past, but we do not know what all is going to be on it. It's not going to be limited. I don't know what new units won't be on it, so it might not have Brieg, Knockwall, the newest characters that come out. Kane probably won't be on there. So 3 characters lightly won't be on there, but all the rest of the characters should be. But there is a chance that those are on there, so I'm going to put them in the list. So I have a list of characters that I think are most worth getting. Also, we're getting this in 20 Leaves tonight. They made a video if you'd like to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I've already seen it. Of them apologizing for trying to push this update on us, which is cool. They listen to us. That's a very important thing in a community. It's the fact that the game will actually listen if we don't agree with the decisions that they're making. So very big deal. Now going into this, these are the characters. So in your top picks, these are my top picks. As you see at the end, Brieg and Knockwall. Brieg, if he is on there, is probably gonna be one of the most picked units just to make everyone's PvE life easier. So we have Destina, Asaria. I put Crow up probably higher than he normally would be. Crow and Yulha are both great characters for newer players. So these 2 characters are awesome, and Crow likely will be getting some kind of buff soon, as we saw the Awakened Potential. It is now pushed away, but there's a good chance he'll be one of the first targets for the new system that comes in, so getting him wouldn't be a bad thing. Ran, Pierre, pretty good. Polytus doesn't have a story summon. Senya is always a great pick. If you don't have Tamarin could be great. So if you're a new player, my suggestion is get Tamarin and don't bother summoning on her banner. Asaria is really good for PvE for those of you that want her. She could help your PvE life, so both Brieg and Asaria if you're a PvE gamer. If you're PvP, then Destina, Crow, Yulha, Polytus, Ran, and Piera, I wouldn't pick them unless you have the speed gear for them. It's better to pick a character you could use early. So Senya is normally what we go for our second story summon after Tamarin. Sharoon is very good right now. I've been spamming her almost every game, and I've been an Emperor the last couple days. So Sharoon against even Abyssal Yufine, you can reset Abyssal Yufine, making it to where she can never S3. So if you pick Sharoon plus ML Ken, they can never get to their S3 point. So it's really good. The only problem is I was getting 15% like crazy today, and that is a problem with debuff characters is 15%. But now these are the overall best picks in my opinion. Going down into the okay picks, Shu and Lilius probably could be in top picks, but I would say most of the characters above would be a little bit easier. Maybe picking Shu or Lilius over Zahak could be a thing for you, but if you're struggling against Aiden, Zahak's a great pick. Newer players, my best advice is if you are following my guide, you already have Destina and probably already have Tamarin. If you want to get Asaria, she will help you for later Abyss floors. So if you're a new player following my guide series, Brieg would be the number 1. He would just gonna make all your expo teams really easy, super easy to gear. Not a whole lot of effort you have to do for him. But Asaria, Brieg, and if you don't have Senya already, she'd be great. But those are my top picks for newer players. It's just if you're to the point of RTA, what are you losing against? And try to pick a character that's going to help you with that. Now, the okay picks, these characters are all usable, but kind of harder to use. They're not going to be characters you pick as much. Whether it's in PvP or PvE content, they're all pretty usable. Even some of the whatever picks are, like Cecilia can be okay. But Cecilia's most use case is a expo front tank, whereas if you can get Brieg over Cecilia all day. Maybe some of you guys need imprints, so picking one of these characters as an imprint for one of your already existing characters or a Moonlight character equivalent could be good. Ravi, we know Ravi's getting, just like Crow, is likely getting a potential buff soon, so Ravi could be pretty nice to have as well. So that is my overall idea on this. Most of these characters, like I said, are harder to use. Haste could be good for Rift, maybe Rift if you want to start trying to get in that. Same with Ken. Both of them are decent Rift characters if Kane is in there and you want Kane for Rift. But again, like I said, I don't think Knockwall, Brig, or Kane will be on this ticket. But I put them in here just in case they are. So other characters, some of the top imprint picks say that you've already decided on the character, or you're having a hard time deciding on which character to pick. Look at like your Moonlight 5-star characters and decide, are there any of these that could use some imprints? There's like even some of the RGB characters like Shu, if you can find a character that has crit chance imprint and take one of these to give them crit chance imprint, it's actually really nice to do. So say you have Remnant Violet, you can get a Violet for imprint for them. Say you have Sylvan Sage Vivian, crit chance imprint, you can get a Vivian to give her crit chance imprint. The thing is, every imprint for crit chance is basically giving you like a roll of crit chance on a piece of gear. So that it just makes your characters easier to gear, and it's really, really nice to do. So even Bellona could be good for your ML Bellona, getting imprint on her. It's not crit chance, but extra stats always good. But Bellona's actually pretty nice to have for a lot of PvE content as well. So Bellona would be a solid choice for you. So I would say if you're a PvP gamer, this is it. If you're a PvE gamer, some of the top picks you could do are going to, again, be Tamarin, Asaria, Brig, and then Rowana can be used in some PvE. Other than that, I put Kana up here. She's not really great. She's probably a whatever pick, but if you're following the guide for Zeo, you could just get Kana from this and save yourself some farming. I wouldn't suggest it personally, but it is an option. But other PvE units that are decent, Lilius is pretty decent in PvP and PvE, so she'd probably move up to here. I would say Lilius definitely top pick. Alencia is another character to talk about a little bit. Alencia could be really nice to have for some of you that are newer, for sure. If she's getting the buff, it's going to make her even better, and you can just put her on the free injury gear that comes from the arena shop, so she's very easy to gear. Bihu is a character that is actually surprisingly strong. He's a decent option too, but he requires pretty good speed gear. But overall, I'm excited for this. So the fact that Smilegate's actually listing is a huge deal. Those of you that are curious when this is coming, it will come tonight. I think we have maintenance tonight. We should have maintenance, I think. Let me know down below if we have maintenance or not. But if we have maintenance, it'll come in your mailbox. It'll just be a ticket. You'll click it, and then you'll have a list of all the characters that you can pick. But one other thing is we're also getting 20 leaves, and I have a feeling we're probably getting buff event this weekend, but they haven't announced it yet, so maybe we're not. But I could see us getting free unequip and buff event this weekend as like an apology. So there's a good chance we get that, meaning they're going to be selling burning passion packs. So if you do want to give them some money for actually listening to us, I'm going to be buying them personally because I want to reward good behavior. I guess is the way to put it. So I will be buying the burning passion packs. You get like 130 leaves for $35 or something. That's a lot of farming you can do for the cheapest cost in the game. So if any of you are spenders, burning passion packs are always the best. They cost USD $1, $3, and like $8, something like that. It's somewhere around that, and they sell it each day for 4 days, so it ends up being like over 100 leaves for less than $40. So really good deal. But all right, hopefully that helps you on your decision on who you want to pick. You can join the Discord if you want second tips. Or second advice on your choices. Just post what you think you should pick based off what you have. Someone will help you. Or you could come to my stream later. I'll be live on Twitch. A link to my Twitch will be down in description, and I think the top of the comment section. But other than that, that's all I got. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.